Hey guys. Okay, so thanks for being here. I hope everybody's doing well. So we are going to take a look at what you don't see coming. So the oracle cards that I have picked already are going to show us, which I have not seen what any of these are, but they're going to show us what your spirit guides or your angels want you to know about what is coming. Okay, so whatever it is that you believe in, let's just say these are going to be like the advice. These are going to be what you need to know, kind of preparing for what's to come. Okay, so these cards here, this is the witchcraft, not witchcraft, witchcraft oracles, and we're going to use them to pick a pile. These are going to also be part of your reading as well, of course. Okay, so pile 1. Y'all have, it says number 3, the crown. I am a good leader. Okay, so that is going to be pile 1. Pile 2. Create a spiral. I am flowing with the senses. Number 8. So that will be number 2. Number 3. Let the leaves go. I can let go of what I no longer need. Number 10. Okay, and then pile 4. Wishing boat. I look forward to new challenges. Number 21. Interesting. Okay. So, like I said, there'll be I don't know if I did say that, but there'll be an intro. Not an intro. Good grief. There's going to be a meditation after the intro if you want to take a deep breath, focus on which pile you feel most drawn to. Sometimes there's more than one message because there could be more than one thing. So it could be because of something else, or they could kind of go together, but it could be more than one thing coming towards you. Timestamps are going to be down below, and I will see you at your pile. Hey, pile 1. So if you chose the number 3 here, the crown, I am a good leader. So there's a few things I have to go over before we get started. One of them is I did a reading the other day, and I think it was pile 2, I'm not sure, had a deer on it. One of the cards did, and there was a sad story that I told that went along with it that I felt like called to tell. This reminds me of that, not just the deer, of course, but I don't know if it was that reading, but one of those readings talked about in that particular title about being a leader for someone or being a guide for someone, and this is why this is reminding me of that. So for some of you, these are supposed to represent whatever's coming towards us. How do we prepare for that? So it could be that someone may be coming towards you or needing more guidance from you in some sort of way, or there's a situation that's coming towards you where you're needing to guide the situation yourself. Okay? They're wanting you to kind of recognize that this is something that it needs your emotional support. So they're asking you to be empathetic here in this situation. This is Empress energy, so that's all about that feminine energy, which is that comfort and support. This could have to do with a loved one. This could have to do with someone you love, you're in love with even. But they're asking you to have empathy and help guide or lead the situation. This is like a lesson that you've been through, or you've experienced, or this is like you're at this like pivotal point to where now you can take whatever it is that you've learned and use it to be the guide in this situation. And it's a really strong energy of you stepping into your power here. Okay? So remember, this is how to prepare for this. Actually, I'm going to put that over here because I feel like y'all need to look at it. I don't know why. Okay, so let's see what else they'll tell us about this, how to prepare for what's coming. A tall tale. Oh, yay. So, okay. There may be someone here around you that tells a tall tale. There could be someone here around you. You don't know if you can trust this person. You're really needing to use your intuition to kind of feel this person out and kind of guide the situation to figuring out maybe perhaps if someone is being honest. With the tall tale, there could be a tall story that this person gives you, perhaps. And it may be somebody that you're looking at as you can read them, like you just know that they're not being honest with you. You know how Pinocchio keeps lying, but his nose keeps growing. Like everybody knows that he's lying, but he can't stop himself. This could be something that's here with this person, why you're needing to kind of guide this person. This is also someone that you may have been thinking about this with. You may have been kind of already looking at this person going, I feel like they're telling me a tale. I feel like there's more to the story. I feel like this person's keeping a lot under their hat. And your intuition, I'm telling you, has been all over this to begin with anyways. But it's kind of insinuating that your intuition is on point here with this, okay? So they're wanting you to also be cautious because this is going to have something to do with growing or expanding in a situation and a significant change taking place. And maybe perhaps what you're needing to take action on. So for some of you, you're going to be faced with a decision here at some point. And you're going to have to listen to your intuition whether or not you can trust this person or the situation. True love. For some of you, this has to do with someone that you're in love with, someone that you may be having a hard time believing if this person loves you, or again, this could just mean that maybe you're doing something out of love. Let's read it first because it's distracting me. Your wholeness and safety lie within, not from a partner, but this solventarity actually leads to the deepest intimacy for you to stop using others. Let me stand on my own feet, dear Lord, and know true love. So this is, again, guys, I know y'all, some of y'all don't like hearing this, but I want to emphasize on something. No matter who it is, if they come to you and they're not using you, they're not asking something of you, but it is a situation that where you can offer wisdom or guidance to someone, or you can just be empathetic towards someone, why not? Why not? We need more of that in the world. And you never know when you'll be in a position to where perhaps you may need that guidance as well. And how would you want to be treated, right? This is someone, the only reason that this is coming towards you or coming at you in this way is because you are the person that it's meant to come towards. So you need to honor that also in a way, you know? Because they're bringing you this. I know I'm kind of getting on y'all's butt, but I'm sorry. They're bringing you this because you are in a Empress-like energy. And you didn't get that way without being this nurturing type person. You know, you didn't get to that easily. You had to go through a lot of things on your own as well in order to reach that point of empathy for others. And this is your opportunity to finally use that. Now, I have to put some boundaries on this because some people kind of get carried away with it, but that does not mean that you have to let your boundaries down. That doesn't mean that if you're in a position where this is too much for you to handle, that you can choose to step away from it. Okay? Because this is a general reading. Everybody's got different situations and people that they're facing here. So just take that into consideration, okay? So let's keep going. This is advice, by the way. This is a, can't think of the name of it now because I feel like I went on a rant. So there's someone here that you're needing to offer empathy to, or you're needing to help guide in some kind of way. Could be somebody that you love, someone you're in love with. This could be someone that is also feeling the same way about you, or someone that you just don't know if you can trust that or not. This could have to do with someone that you don't know if this person really has feelings for you here or not. If you can trust that they will honor you, that they're being honest with you. You're having a hard time trusting this situation, and you're needing to listen to your intuition here about it. This is also about guiding yourself through this as well, right? What can you tell me about what, I think it's a person, but we'll say what is coming towards pile 1? What's coming towards pile 1? What is coming towards boredom? See how he's sitting here as well? That is Four of Swords energy. Contentment. 24th could be relevant. It's the one that's still on the paper here, the date. But as I'm filming this, this is actually around that time of the month. As I'm filming this, it is April the 25th, I believe. So, is that right? No, today's the 24th. That is wild. That is so wild. Anyway, but there may have been something here. There could have been something that comes to light, or some kind of truth, or something that was even expressed from you to this person in some kind of way. That there's some kind of judgment call here that was made, or perhaps a judgment call that it's still kind of up in the air, or something about some kind of truth that came to light. I think it's something that you may have said. There is like this is a weird feeling, but there is like a pause or a space maybe between you and this person after this was said, or after this was done, or whatever this is. And it could also be that this person is unsure about the ending to something, or this person's, oh man, he looks like Pinocchio, huh? I know it says boredom, but it's not. This person is obviously, I mean, there is this anxious energy here, but it's not because this person's bored. It's because this person they're having a hard time sitting on something. It's almost like somebody that's having a hard time being content about something. Hope. This is the Star. Aquarius energy. It's like they're hoping that you're content with something that maybe was said or done for some of you. This could also be this person not feeling content here about the future, or being hopeful in something. Something that was said made this person maybe feel uneasy about the future, or getting some kind of wish or desire. Uncertainty is at the bottom of the deck. I'm not going to put that whole thing up there. Let's just put this here. You have rush here as well, which I'm going to keep out. There's something to do with time. I'm sorry, this is kind of delicate. There's a storyline that's coming to mind. I'm trying to see more than just that, but it's really hard because it's like a pretty bold storyline. There's a lot of energy here of feeling anxious, and then there's energies of not feeling this way. And I think I'm picking up on both of you. This person's fighting mentally here, not feeling certain about something about rushing. Rushing into commitment, rushing into doing something, needing to rush in, being in a hurry. Okay. Being said that you feel like this person's telling you a tall tale, it could be that this person is... They could be rushing towards you because there could be something mentally they're fighting with in their head. It could be something that some time has gone by here and maybe they've had opportunities that they've passed. But they feel as if you're content here with how you are, who you are at this time. And it's making them feel a little bit uneasy. It's like they're losing hope. This is a weird feeling too, but I'm getting a feeling like somebody that loves you here or is in love with you here feels weighed down by that. And you are like content, or you could be moving on to someone else, or moving, they're afraid of this. They're afraid of that. What is going on? Help me. Give me some answers, please. The Chariot, Cancer energy. I'll pull all this together, by the way, in the end. You know, it's a puzzle I'm putting together. So give me some time here. Wheel of Fortune. This person is coming towards you in a hurry. They are rushing towards you because of time. They feel like they're running out of time in some kind of way. It's like they see you moving up ahead of them. I don't know what I mean by that. Yeah, look at this Five of Cups. This person's regretting something. They're sad about something. The King of Swords in reverse. They didn't speak a truth here. This person did not speak some kind of truth to you, didn't disclose a truth. Could be how they feel about you for some of you. Give me one more. The Three of Pentacles. This person's... Oh, I need clarifiers, so I'm not going to say. It's like they're hoping that you'll work this out or work together with them here on this. We've got Aquarius energy here twice, by the way. Why is the Chariot there? This could be somebody that's an air sign. Could have heavy Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini in their chart. Five of Swords in reverse. This is moving on past a disagreement. Moving on past a conflict. This person's hoping that you've moved on past some sort of conflict here. They're wanting to get over it if you haven't. I do feel like for some of you, this person may not have been completely honest with you about something, and they're hoping that you're content with the information that they've given you. Tell me about the Wheel of Fortune. I know that's kind of a bombshell. You have Scorpio energy here with the Devil. I mean the Death. That's the Grim Reaper though, you know. So with Death and that Wheel of Fortune is some significant fated change. Something big that's taking place. It's almost like this person's wanting things to change, or things changed very quickly. You have the Lovers in reverse. Yeah, this person feels like for some of you may have chose something else here. The Lovers in reverse is originally the card of choice. With that Five of Cups, they regret this. This could be someone from their past. It could be between you and them, but they regret this. They may have made a wrong decision here. Why is the King of Swords in reverse? What is it? For some of you, this is you. You've chosen someone else. There's the Star. Aquarius, 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 guys. Wow. This person wasn't honest. They're losing hope, this person is. This person wasn't completely honest with you about maybe the future. what it is that they truly want. Maybe perhaps that they're healed, or they weren't honest with you about this. Why is the Three of Pentacles here? Four of Wands in reverse. This person's hoping that you'll kind of work this out with them, because there's a lack of peace in the foundation between the two of you. They're hoping that you'll work with them on something. This is someone that may have not been honest about being committed or a commitment. Or they're hoping that you're not committed. So let's see if we can narrow that down. Why is the Five of Swords here in reverse? The World in reverse. Some kind of confusion or some kind of conflict about whether or not something is over, or if there's a lack of closure here. This is somebody that's trying to do what's best and get past perhaps a lack of closure where there was some sort of conflict or betrayal, or they're hoping that you have. So tell me about death. They just kind of want to move on from this quickly. Three of Swords in reverse. Yeah, this is someone that's feeling like forgiveness. They're wanting forgiveness, or they're hoping things have changed, perhaps, especially if there's another person that's here. This can be healing, like this could be someone that feels like the situation healed quickly, or they don't want to, you know, maybe perhaps they don't want to rush this. This can be like over time, this will heal or get better, or they're wanting it to. Tell me about the Lovers in reverse with that Five of Cups. Yeah, the Ace of Cups. This person has some regrets here. Maybe for not choosing you to begin with. Maybe for not choosing you in the first place. They may have not told you how they felt. This person may have lost you. It's crazy because you have two cups here, and there's normally not two cups, right? But it's in the picture. So it's like this person may have tried, you know, offered you a cup, but it was just like they never did it, you know, and it's like something that they keep thinking about in their head, telling you how they felt. They're going through some sadness here around this. For some of you, this could be that this person is going through some disappointments or some sadness here around a past relationship, where there's still love here, or something that just didn't work out. Why is the Star here? The Queen of Pentacles. This person wasn't honest with you about healing a situation. For some of you, they left some things out, okay? This can also look in the way of someone hoping that you may not find out about something. So they weren't being honest with you here about healing, whether that's healing with you or healing with someone else. If this person wasn't honest or wasn't honest or true to you, they broke a commitment here with you, this is something that they're hoping will change because they feel like that you no longer trust them. Why is the Four of Wands here in reverse? King of Wands. This is someone hoping that they can get trust back here with you, because you may look at them as being dishonest. You have Leo energy here. There could be also someone else here that this person is hoping that won't last. Or you won't have you're not committed to this person, or there's a lack of peace around that. Ten of Wands, Six of Pentacles in the reverse. This person's, the weight that they carry here is that something wasn't fair, something wasn't equal, something wasn't balanced. They may have used you or kind of breadcrumbed you here in some way. And that Two of Wands is there with that Hanged Man in reverse. The Four of Pentacles. This person is hoping, you know, they feel like that you've put your boundaries up here. They're hoping that you change your mind here about them, about the situation. It's like someone that knows that you see what the injustice here is that's been done, and that there is an imbalance in the relationship. But they're hoping that, and that's the weight that they carry, that the choice that they made to take from you, or the choice that they made to breadcrumb you, or just, you know, do something unfair, is going to be their burden here that they carry around. And it's almost like this person's trying to get to a calmer place with how they feel about this. They're hoping that you have as well. I do feel like that for some of you, this is something that's already transpired. And what's coming to you is this person in the energy of being hopeful. Being hopeful that you'll be able to trust them again. Being hopeful that the two of you can have some kind of foundation, or rebuild on some kind of foundation here. They are inspired to do this. They feel like they have chosen, you know, they regret choosing something else, or they regret not taking an opportunity here with you. And they feel like that you've changed, or you could change easily. This is someone that feels like you could get over them easily. You could move on quickly, or you have, they're thinking, you know, you have moved on from them. They just see a change in you since something has transpired here. And I think it's because you don't know if you can trust this person or not. So I want to know how are you supposed to show up here? Because you have this, what we talked about in the beginning about being empathetic here. So how are you supposed to be showing up here? Sacrifice. I told you, a difficult decision, aligning your priorities, and must give up something to win. This is about you needing to do what's best for you, and how difficult that might be here. You're needing to make a difficult decision here about this. You have religious factors here. You also have Pretty Bride that fell on the floor, or in my lap. So I feel like for some of you, this could be an obstacle here, and that's why this is such a difficult decision. It could be that there is a lesson behind this, but you could have some different spiritual beliefs or backgrounds or religious beliefs, or you could just be very different from one another. And so you kind of have to sacrifice a commitment here with this person, perhaps, or that they're choosing something that aligns with them more, or you're choosing something that aligns. I feel like it's more your energy, but you're choosing something here that aligns with you more. I think the sacrifice is commitment, and I think it has to do with whatever, you know, religious factors are, but it doesn't just have to be religious. It's just any factors between the two of you that cause some kind of significant inability to be able to bring something together fully. There's some kind of blockage in the way. This is why they're asking you to be to have empathy. Can I have one more? What does this person want with pile one? You have lone wolf. Well, they want you to be free. They want you to choose to stay single. This is somebody that wants you to be, I mean, I hate to say this, but I feel like this is somebody that either they want you to be alone or they don't want you to be alone. This is somebody that wants you to be with them, but they want you to, if they can't be with you, this is somebody that wants you to be alone. I I mean, what does this person want with pile 1? Whoop. We have battlefield here. And painting the roses red. Well, if that's not a tall tale. This person, they don't agree here with... This came out in a reading too. Anyway, sorry. There's like repetitive, you know, obviously, same people kind of watching my readings here. So, painting the red roses. This person wants you to... I mean, it's like they're trying to fix... They're trying to correct or improve the situation. They're trying to make the best of a bad situation because they are conflicted here about this. This person's not getting what it is that they want here, so they're conflicted here. So what's going to happen here with this? What's going to happen? Actually, different deck. Guys, there's someone, this person here is... They're uncertain, but they're still coming towards you. What's going to happen here with this for pile 1? Wear and tear. That's what I feel like. I feel like some choices that were made in the past are the burden this person's carrying, and it's wearing and tearing on them. They're trying to fix the situation, or they're trying to make the best out of it. But they're having a hard time sitting with this. This says, this love is starting to wear and tear on me. Something has to change. Slow down. You have rush here, remember? There's no need to rush it. Slow down. Let's take our time. A new beginning. Let's forget about the past and take a chance and start again. This person wants a new beginning here with you. They want to kind of cleanse what has happened, cleanse everything, and go slow and start completely over. There's things that have happened or transpired in this relationship that has caused some wear and tear in the foundation, and they're wanting you to be able to trust them again. They feel inspired to fix things, right? To bring harmony or peace back to this situation. But if you're with someone else, or depending on who this is to you, if this is someone that feels like that you're not willing to work with them, then they can't make that happen. And then some choices, sacrifices will have to be made, right? But they are in a hopeful energy. They feel confident, at least. They want a new beginning here with you. If there's someone else here in the background of this, this is someone with that lone wolf that doesn't want you to be with anybody, but them. They'd rather you be single if they, you know, they can't give you this commitment here. For some of you, I feel like there's some kind of sacrifice this person's making or trying to make. That last card sums up this whole reading with this person. It says, let's forget about the past and take a chance and start again. Because damaged. Before you date me, understand that I am damaged and broken. I think this is the bottom line. This is someone, and the reason you've seen this as a tall tale, you don't know if you can trust this person. They know that. This is somebody that is, you know, has either went through some sort of damage here, which we all have, but this may have been recently, or it's about this relationship. This person's recognizing here how they have damaged a situation with you, or that they are this way, and they're wanting you to have patience with them. And again, that's, I think, why you're in this empathetic kind of energy over here. But you're needing to guide this situation that's here. Otherwise, it's not going to go well, I feel like, because this person's not in an energy to be a leader. They're more in an energy of, I mean, I do feel like some of this is obviously affecting the ego, of course, but they're more in an energy of this gun-ho kind of energy that's here, or wanting to fix it. They feel like they need to rush into this, or there's just like this push-pull kind of energy back with this person about, okay, I'm going to go, and then nope, pull back, and then okay, I'm going to go, and then nope, pull back. And it's because they're flip-flopping between the King of Swords in reverse, which is somebody that's trying to sit back and say, okay, we'll just see how things go. There is no real plan here. And then there's this person that steps into a King of Wands energy where they're like, okay, I'm going to go. Let's do this. So they're not the ones to guide the situation. They're asking you to step into empathy, and they're asking you to step into compassion and try to contain or control your emotional state here. Because you're already cautious with this person, right? Yeah. This person feels like once they get through some kind of damage here, or once they clear out the damage between the two of you, or they just feel better, that they'll be able to provide you happiness here. This could also represent someone that feels like maybe they've done so much damage here, or done some damage here, that they can't give you happiness. They can't manifest that. Okay. Let's get some more advice. Let's see what this person would say. Why not? Let's use these. What would this person say? What does this person want to say? And then we'll get advice to close. What would this person want to say to pile 1? Woo! Gaslighting you. This person could have gaslit you. I have been lying to you and gaslighting you. You weren't crazy. You were right. I just wasn't strong enough to admit it. So that's, remember I said earlier you may have said some things to this person and they weren't honest, or they kind of pushed that to the side or whatever. That could be that right there. Could have to do with that. You could have told this person, I know what's going on or whatever, and they, or that you know, they gaslit you. Come here. You're mine. Okay, so here is this energy that I was talking about before. I get so pissed knowing that other people can have you now. Is it toxic? Yeah, I don't care. I want you, and I want the world to know that you're mine. This is that back and forth energy we talked about here. This is like, be real careful about this, because for some of you, and not everybody, you'll know your situation best. This person has been like a player, been coming across in that way. If they have done this to you in the past, or been with anyone else in the past, or that was an issue of some sort, I feel like that this is someone that may be asking you not to do the same things that they've done. And they know that. They really do. So it's like this person doesn't want to see you with anyone else, but they're doing what they want to do. You know what I mean? There's a possessiveness to it that's there. My dreams, there's that star energy. I've been dreaming about you, and in my dreams we're so free and in love there. I wish I could stay there forever. So for some of you, there is like this forbidden thing that's here, and still listening. I listen to the music that you've shared with me. It helps me to connect with you, although we're apart. So if you've shared any kind of music with this person, that's something that keeps them, you know, in their happy place, keeps them in their dreamy place. And it could be escapism, you know. What advice do you have for Paul 1 about this person? What advice do you have for about... Now remember, this is about a situation here as well that's coming towards you. So it's a person, but there's a whole situation here with this person. Okay? Soulmate. And acceptance. Your soulmate loves, accepts you, and respects you unconditionally, and everything happens for a reason. And put away the computer. Working less will help you strengthen your relationship. So for some of you, if there's, with this card here, if there's things that you've been keeping that have been helping you keep yourself distracted so you didn't have to think about the situation. They're wanting you to pull back a little bit with that, because this is getting to the point to where, yes, this is something that's coming towards you and you're needing to be prepared. You're needing to think about it, okay? You're needing to go there mentally so that you can figure out what it is that you're going to do with this moving forward. You're needing to sit in those emotions now so that whenever this occurs, it's not something that is kind of, you're already prepared, you're already prepared for it. So that's something that's there. Also, accepting that this is someone that you love wholeheartedly, I'm going to read this again before we close, but this true love card here for advice, accepting the fact that this is someone that you do love and you do care about, and it is what, that kind of is what it is. Those feelings are there. But then you have to also accept that everything happens for a reason. So whatever's transpired here between the two of you, there's a reason behind that. And it's up to you to figure out what that reason is. So, because you're the one that's going to have to sit with it, right? So either this is someone that you're making a difficult decision, saying, I can't, entertain this or be around this or whatever, and you're moving on to something else. Or for some of you, this is just saying, okay, the love is there. I care about this person. And it's just, I can't do anything about that or the situation as it is. I'm just going to accept it. Know that, everything happened for a purpose or a reason, and continue to love and care about this person and move on. So everybody's going to be a little different how they handle the situation. But everybody here, I feel like there's a sense of not being able to trust this person. So it depends on where you are on your journey, and how healed you are on your journey, or how you should know yourself and know whether or not this is something that's you're gonna be okay and be settled with, or something that is not for you, right? And like I said, everybody's situation is different, so that's going to be a different answer. Stability. This relationship can stand the test of time. So there is this call for stability here, accepting the situation as it is, facing the truth of it. Okay. Let's get some initials to close. Actually, I'm going to get one more, and then we'll get initials to close, because these are staring at me over here. Okay. Good card. Number 10, don't settle for less. You are a child of the divine, and you deserve to have your dreams come true. Don't give up. Don't give up your dreams to fulfill someone else's, okay? All right. You can always manifest what you want from this situation, but you have to sit in those emotions and figure out what that is to begin with, because that's where the manifestation comes from. You're putting that intention out there of what you feel like you really desire or want, right? And then it's just saying, it's gonna happen for me, and then you go on about your business. But you have to look at those emotions and decide what that is first, what it looks like. What does it look like to you? If you and this person came together, if you could accept this person here, what would that look like? What kind of relationship would that be? You know what I mean? Okay. You have the dragon here. So yeah, there's this is what I was talking about the hot and cold kind of energy from this person, about, they come in like this, like a dragon, and wanting to protect the situation and getting fired up about it here. And then they pull back their energy. Your person could be a fire sign, which is Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries. We have F, A, E, H, Z, G, I again, O, and D. Fade. This person may be afraid that you're fading out. There's a song called Fade. I guess go look that up. I can't tell you the name, title, the real title, anything. I'm just, maybe there's a song called Fade here that somebody listens to or something. But this person may just be afraid that they're kind of going to fade out, or something here is going to fade out over time. You do have the eye, so this person could be spying on you as well. Okay, I'm not going to spend too much time on this because I already spent a lot of time on the reading, so I'm going to leave this with y'all. Okay. Thanks, guys, for being here. Thanks for all your love and support. Oop, and all your... Oh, okay. Making sure y'all can see it there. I've moved my camera over. I'm used to hanging it somewhere else. So thanks, guys, for being here. Thanks for all your love and support. And thanks for your likes and your subscriptions. I love you guys. I appreciate every single one of you. And I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 2. So if you chose the create a spiral, number 8, I am flowing with the seasons. So the number 8, we'll start there, is actually strength and tarot, so Leo energy, and which is also creative energy. So there may be something here, what you don't see coming. It could have to do with something creative. Someone could be creating something, or something that I feel like have stuck with, really maintained, continued at this. You created something here, and you've been in the flow with how this is going. You've had patience here about this. You've kind of gained more knowledge as you went, you know, but you've remained stable here. Something that you've put a lot of energy into, maybe at times was difficult even. This is something here that maybe changing here, that what you don't see is this is something that could be changing. And you're needing to prepare for this and needing to recognize how strong you've been in this process, and that you can do this and that you're capable of this. Because I feel like for some of you, you may start to get a little overwhelmed or feel a little overwhelmed with whatever this is that's coming towards you. But this is something that you've been working towards, okay? Okay, so these are going to help us to see. This one's going to be about, you know, kind of what this is that's coming towards you, or how you're needing to see it. Bearing fruit, number 12. There is something, okay. Some of y'all are fixing to come into something. Some of y'all are fixing to gain something. Something, an abundance-wise, something that you've been working on. There's a really good energy here, guys. There's something that's going to be so much so that it's going to last a long time, whatever that means. So it could be you know, just think of a lump sum of money, how it lasts longer, you know, or it could. Having some kind of foundation. This is going to give you some sort of foundation or some sort of stability it is that you've been working towards, okay? Whatever this is. It could be something that you're finally getting, something that you've been really wanting. It could be some kind of manifestation or desire that you've had, person, place, or thing, right? But it's going to be bearing fruit, and it's going to be more than what you've anticipated. But it's going to give you a lot of security. But there's a pause that's here. You're going to get this in a way of where it feels, some of you may already have, but it feels somewhat like a heavy weight, or it's a big responsibility, or there's just, you're looking at more of I mean, there's initially some excitement here, but beyond that, it goes towards, you know, needing to see the other perspective of it, because you're in a state of kind of panic, or not really panic. I don't want to say that's a strong word. More of, I mean, anxious. You're anxious about this. And it's hindering that huge bearing fruit tree that's in front of you there. It's hindering your experience. It's hindering your ability to see that this is something that's very stable, or could be very stable. Some of you, it's going to change the way you see your own stability. It's going to change the way you possibly even see your future in some kind of way. And you're needing to make plans, or you're needing to think about this. But they're saying, take a look at the more stable part of it, or the security part of it, and step away from the anxiety around this. Okay? Don't forget about that. That's what they're saying. Don't forget, this is what you've worked for. You know, don't forget, this is what you've wanted at some point, you know, or let's see what this is. This is going to be advice here. Perfectionism. That makes sense. Perfectionism. To make mistakes is so freeing. It's the root of creativity and change. We have creative energy with this change that's coming. Allow me, divine, to make as many mistakes as I need. Free me from the prison of perfectionism. So there's something around this where you're trying to make everything way too perfect or way too in line or way too structured, and they're wanting you to step away from it. So when this comes towards you, you're able to have the experience to its fullest because you worked so hard on this to begin with, or this could even be relationships. Like you've really been working on yourself or working on recognizing relationship patterns and everything else. And then you finally have this like something stable that you may have not been expecting it to come on in this way. Maybe if you've been focused on yourself and there it is, and you're needing to kind of, hey, now, so, you know, think about this a little bit differently. This could be a whole different future here for you. You could have something stable here instead of being afraid or worried or anxious about what could go wrong, right? With perfectionism. It's like, don't try to make something out to be, it's going to go this way, and it's going to be, this is the plan, and it's going to be structured and perfect exactly how it is, because you're taking away from the experience. Okay. Let's see what this is about. That's what you need to prepare for, how you need to prepare for it. So let's use these. This is a tarot deck. It's called the Visions of Life. It's pretty funny. But I use it as oracles because, well, long story short, I lost the book and I can't find another one. And these cards, once you see them, you'll see why that is. Okay. Actually, I haven't looked online for a copy in a while. Since this deck's maybe older by now. There may be one. See how I was just like... There's something to do with you being in a place to where you're like, okay, this is this, and this is this, and this is this, and this is this. And it's like you're trying to be so on point or so perfect with how stuff goes that you're creating your own prison for yourself, because you're thinking about being prepared for the worst case scenarios, and you're not thinking about how what you have in front of you to begin with. We have motivation here. Wow. Self-sufficiency. Hold on just a second. Okay. Look at that. Woo. That's awesome. Anxious. Okay. So, yeah. I mean, this is what they're saying here, is that you're going to have something here that pops up in front of you, okay, right in front of your face. It's something that you've wanted. It's something that you've been desiring. There is this feeling of getting so excited and so like wanting to have that. Hold on a second. The stability here is what's motivating you to begin with. You're trying to stay out of being anxious here. This self-sufficiency, it could be that this is there. I don't know why I'm getting this feeling like there may be somebody here that you're comparing yourself to in some kind of way. There may be some differences going on here. You may be trying to figure out if you can be, or someone can be, self-sufficient here in some kind of way. Maybe you've been trying not to have to rely on others. You've been trying, this has been a battle here for you to get back on your feet or be sufficient here with your business or your work, or you know, continuing to work on yourself or move forward in some kind of way. And this motivation, what's been motivating you here could be this income. It could be a new income. It could be a added income. It could be just that sense of security, like being secure in a location or secure in a relationship or secure in a job, you know, something like that. Like this is what's motivating you, is this security. But then this anxious energy comes along here. I think you're afraid of what you can't see in this situation. Yeah, there's this feeling again, guys, of someone that's trying so hard to also protect themselves. Okay, education is at the bottom of the deck, which I'm going to leave right here. Reunion is underneath that. So there could be someone here around you, someone that you look up to, someone that is close to you. Could be a family member even. Someone that helps you to see. Someone that's come along here in your life, soulmate energy here, take it how it resonates, that's helped you to look at yourself in a different way. It's kind of motivating you, but it's helping you to, they're educating you here. This is someone that could be kind of educating you on your boundaries or what you need to hold on to. Again, you have these 4 clocks up here, 4 pentacles to me. So holding on to something. This is someone here that's telling you about what it is that you should hold on to. Be careful about this energy here for some of you. This could be distracting you. This could be someone here that is maybe not happy where they are, and they could be giving you bad advice here. I would say that in particularly if this is someone that's your age or younger. Okay? I don't know why that is. It's something that's in my head. Okay. Anyway, this could be causing some mental conflict. Now I got to get away from that. Let's get the tarot, and I'm excited because we're going to use the Light Seers, and it's been so long since I've used the Light Seers tarot. So here we go. I'm excited to use it. I love Chrysan decks. Okay. Oh yeah, look at that. The 2 of Wands in the World. There's a decision that's being made or needing to be made about your future, about relocating, about having a completion somewhere, starting a new cycle somewhere, traveling, moving. That could be there with the World. Look at that. There's that 4 of Pentacles in reverse. You may be having, you may be letting go of your freedom here for some of you. You're letting go of, or you're freeing yourself. Yeah. One more. You're wanting more freedom here in this, or you're thinking about your freedom in some kind of way. Because you're getting an opportunity to be able to think about your freedom in some kind of way. Right? What's coming towards... What is this that's coming towards? How to... It's a relationship. There's a relationship here. But this could also represent something that you've put a lot of emotional influence into. You put a lot of emotional... you've put a lot of emotions into this. So sorry, guys. My phone is ringing, so... Let's see what else. Yeah, these 2 cards came out together. I'm telling you, there may be somebody here that's confusing you. Okay, I'm going to leave that to the side. Y'all know exactly who I'm talking about, I feel like. That Five of Wands in reverse is you're trying to get past some kind of conflict. You may not be on the same page as someone, or you want to get on the same page as someone. That Three of Swords, no, Three of Cups. That's interesting. There could be third party, some kind of third party energy here. I do feel like there's someone that's influencing you, but that's the, you know, friendship here. But that's also reunion, and we have reunion. There's confusion maybe around reuniting with someone or a relationship that's here. You're getting past something. The Ten of Pentacles in reverse. Give me one more. We have the Six of Wands in the reverse. You've had a lack of recognition here around, like a lack of support. I'm going to get the clarifiers before I keep going. There's been a lack of recognition, a lack of support here in a relationship or in relationships. And that's been something that you've been conflicted about. But why is the Ace of Cups here? Whoop! Nine of Wands. Yeah. This could be a relationship here, a new relationship that could be very difficult as far as this is like having a really hard time, or it being a battle to love someone or to be in a new relationship. Why is the Five of Wands in the reverse? Strength in reverse. There's that strength energy, Leo energy. Okay. Relationships here for you, or this journey that you've been on with whatever this creative endeavor here is, has been very difficult. And you've put a lot of heart into this. Or you have a lot of love here for someone. There's confusion or conflict around whether or not you're ready for something like this. This is what you're going to go into, by the way. Whether or not you're prepared or ready to, you know, to have some kind of success here. There's some kind of success that could be occurring here for you. And it's like you don't know if you're ready or prepared to be able to take this on. And you're needing to work through this conflict of that. This Three of Cups could be coming together, could be collaboration, could be just coming together with someone. It could be a reunion that's here as well. Yeah, the Page of Swords. This could be learning about something here. We have the education card here with reunion. So learning about some sort of reunion here. So some sort of coming together. Could be around a relationship. You may be learning about someone reuniting here with someone else, perhaps. Or this is something that you may be reuniting here with someone that you could learn a lot about. Learning a situation, figuring a situation out. Someone figuring a situation out or learning about a reunion. Interesting. Why is the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse? The Five of Pentacles in reverse. This is moving on. This is moving on from a foundation. So you could be learning about someone that reunited here with someone and they're moving on from some sort of foundation. If this has to do with your abundance or pentacles, it could be that... Okay. I'm just going to say what I see, okay? It could be that there's some kind of financial loss here that someone experienced where they lost like their stability or their foundation in some kind of way. It could be that this person is wanting some kind of positive change here when it comes to their foundation and where they are. This could be around a home life or a family. Someone that was feeling left out in the cold or isolated, and they're wanting some sense of safety or security around this. Tell me why the Six of Wands is here in reverse. You have a Knight of Swords in reverse. This is like recognizing that someone may have made a, or not recognizing here. Let's just say this. Someone made some sort of impulsive decision. This could have run around some kind of action or communication that they're not proud of. So let's go back through this. Why is that Nine of Wands here with what's coming towards Paul too? Eight of Cups in reverse. This is turning into a love reading. But if this is like an adventure, some kind of endeavor, and it could be both for some of you. You may feel like this fits in different areas of your life, but there's an attachment here, okay, to something that you put a lot of emotions into, but it was difficult. I feel like this could be somebody that's coming towards you that's still emotionally attached to you, and they're having a difficult time detaching from you here. Why is the... This is going to be a challenge for you guys, by the way. So why is the Strength in reverse, that Five of Wands in reverse? The Four of Wands. This is somebody that wants to make amends here. They want to have peace or harmony here in a relationship, or this is somebody that you, or this is you, and you're in a place to where you've kind of, if this is a person, I feel like you've already like reconciled this in your head. I feel like you've already made peace with this situation, and kind of, even though it was something that was difficult, you kind of went your separate ways, and I don't know that this person has done that. But there's some sort of, if this is a, sorry guys, if this is a, there's two storylines that are veering off here on me. If this is a financial thing, this is finding peace with something not working out for you in the past. Why is the Page of Swords here with that Three of Cups? Page of Cups. Page of Cups, Page of Swords. This is a message. Someone wanting to reunite with you. Someone wanting to come back together. It's an emotional message. This could be an apology. This could be somebody here that is, I mean, this is like wanting a new beginning. Why is the Five of, if this is you, this is like you're getting some information or some guidance here around maybe mentors or some sort of social group here, something that you could be, you know, this could be co-workers or something like this, and you're getting some sympathy from them or getting some kind of guidance here from them. This could be someone you look up to. Why is the Five of... This can even look in the way of someone that is helping you in some kind of way by spreading information, and you're thanking that person, you know, you're thankful of that person. Why is the Five of Pentacles here in reverse with that Ten of Pentacles? Oh. Ten of Swords. I feel like for some of you, you've moved on from someone. Maybe you have a stability here elsewhere. This is also the number 10, that dollar bill. Maybe you have some sort of stability here elsewhere, and that's your motivation in this. And so you're kind of moving on from being left out in the cold or feeling isolated. This is like recovery from an ending. But I also feel like there's someone here in your energy that's like hoping that the two of you can recover. They're feeling like abandoned or feeling kind of left out. They feel like they were impulsive about something. What is that? Knight of Swords in the reverse. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. They acted bad. This is someone that acted bad. I mean, this is someone that could have been in a really jealous energy. Could have been selfish. They feel like this. They feel like they're recognizing to themselves here of like their bad behavior, you know, of how they acted or how they were impulsive to act on something. It could be their jealousy, but it caused some sort of ending here. But I think you're running away from this person. I think you've seen something in this person that you don't like, or you've seen something in this person that you can't trust. That Six of Wands is always funny to me because it reminds me of like someone that is only famous for a second, or they're only like, while they're in the spotlight, they're acting a certain way, but when they're not, it's different. It's just like people are cheering them on here, but it may be different elsewhere, you know, like. So you may feel like that this is someone, and how orange is there. If this is someone that's coming towards you, it could be that this person is getting some kind of, they're learning some information here about you. Anyway, I don't want to make this even more complicated, so I'm going to stay away from that. But there's definitely something here that they have done impulsively. And I think that you feel like you can't trust this person's, what they're telling you. This is like when someone says, I'll never do anything like that again. That was just, you know, it's going to be better, this and that. But you feel like they're just saying what they need to say here, and you can't trust that person. Interesting. If this is a financial thing, or if this is like you're getting some kind of abundance here, you're improving in some kind of way, this is you battling not being impulsive here and putting yourself out there. You know, it could be that you're struggling here with whether or not you're good enough here for this. So that could be part of this advice about perfectionism. I want to see more about that Queen of Pentacles, though, considering if it's a love situation. That's Taurus energy here, okay? Or it could be Capricorn, Virgo. And then you have Leo here. And I think that's pretty much it. So why is the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse? Judgment in the reverse. That's someone that you can't. This is someone that has a lack of self-awareness. They could blame others, or they could be ignoring the call to be honest here. That could be there as well. This is someone that could be afraid of your judgment here. Scorpio energy. What is this? Four of Wands. If this is the career thing, it's like you're being in the spotlight in some way for some of you, or you're being put out there for something, an opportunity of some sort, and you're afraid of being judged by others. But tell me about the Four of Wands. Yeah, the Seven of Wands in the reverse. This is energy of giving up. Something's just being too overwhelming. You've made peace with this in your mind, that this is a situation here. There's love here. It's almost like in making peace with, if something doesn't work in your favor, that it wasn't meant to. And it was too much. All these cards here, like, you've made peace with something being too much. It's too difficult. Five of Wands, Seven of Wands, and Strength, all in reverse, is someone that's just given up. And they've made peace with that Four of Wands. You have all the wands here, by the way. 4 of Wands, five of Wands, 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands. We're missing the 8. We have an 8 here, though. 9 of Wands, 10 of Wands. No, 10 of Wands isn't here either. It's like you're making peace with something and moving on. But then you kind of step into, for some of you, a place where you're anxious. You become anxious here about, I think, a new beginning. You have, yeah, King of Wands at the bottom of the deck in reverse. Well, there's all the wands. That's where all the wands come from, right? There's that Hangman and the moon. Okay. And there's that 5 of Swords with the Tower. Something happened here. Something came out into the open here, or will come out into the open. That's what's coming towards you. This High Priestess Pisces energy. Someone's breaking their silence, or they've found some information out, or there's some kind of conflict. This could be something that I guess may have already happened, but it left you feeling confused. Maybe it happened suddenly, but it's left you in this place of the moon, Pisces, Cancer energy, Scorpio's there too, where you've been confused by what's real and what's not, what you should do and what you shouldn't. And it's just going to come on abruptly, especially if this is a career thing and you're like, what do I, this is way more than I thought I was going to have to deal with, you know, and you're having to, this is this feeling of being like worst case scenarios going through your head here for some of you. And then you have this Hanged Man in reverse. So you're needing to get yourself unstuck from this and see the other perspective like we talked about in the beginning. And I think you find that, but you're looking for your confidence. This is going to kind of rattle you somewhat, right? So for some of you, it's like you've made a decision and then you're kind of being faced with that. This could be like making your mind up about a situation or someone, and then you're faced with, okay, let's see if you made your mind up, or let's see if that's what you want. It's like you're being tested. And I feel like that y'all are going to get past this, obviously, but I feel like that you're gonna, it's not gonna be an easy thing to do, especially if this is someone you still love or a situation that you've put a lot of effort into. It's like there's something better on the other end of this, but you kind of have to go through releasing the pattern that you were in or what was in order to get that better thing. That's the challenge. The King of Wands in reverse, I know he gets a kind of a bad rep in reverse, but usually it's a honorable energy, and it could be like seeing someone take advantage of that. Your honorable nature, right? Your loyalty. Seeing someone taking advantage of that in some kind of way, I think, is the higher lesson here at this. If this is some kind of work thing, it's that you've not been able to recognize like the strength that you carry within yourself. You felt like maybe you were an underdog, or you felt like you've not been recognized, and it's made you feel kind of insecure. And this is going to make you change the way you see that in yourself. Okay. So that was different. I hope that y'all stayed with me. There was two different kinds of things going on. I feel like for some of y'all, this could have been both of them could have fit. Tell me about anything else I need to know that I'm missing about this situation. Taking action, moving forward. Beauty and the Beast, major differences. Okay, so this is a card of taking action, moving forward, willingness to do the work, taking control of a situation. And this here is about major differences between you and someone, or a situation that's causing some major differences. Feeling your love life is cursed, or desperately looking for true love. So for some of you, this is about taking control of, you know, someone coming towards you perhaps that may be trying to take control of the situation, and battle wounds because they're hurting. For others of you, if this is a financial or a, you know, new energy here that's coming in for some kind of abundance, this is going to cause you to go through this anxious energy where you may have some past wounds about maybe not being good enough, or not having enough confidence in yourself about your work or something like that. It's going to bring some of that stuff up for healing. So be aware of that. There's someone here, for some of you, that's coming towards you that's wanting to put in some work here. They're wanting to take control of the situation. And this is someone that I feel like really doesn't want to be alone, to be honest. They're going to blame a lot of things, maybe on past wounds, perhaps. And sleepless nights, yeah. Okay, first scenario with the career thing or whatever that is, this is going to be like a breaking point here for you. So if you've been trying to figure out what you should do in this, if you should change something here, this is going to, whatever's coming towards you here is going to be some sort of like breaking point for you, a break in that. And you're going to be able to, you know, it's going to give you some relief, but you have to see it as relief as first, and not as, oh, okay, well, wait a second, I'm not ready for this kind of feeling that's here. If there's someone else here, guys, then this person is worried. Like they're at their breaking point here. And friendship is at the bottom of the deck, which we mentioned. Being friends first, keeping it casual, and going out with friends. This could be somebody that's worried about this. This could be also somebody that's telling you this. Like, let's just keep it casual. Let's just be friends. Can we just be friends? And you're like, I don't know if that's a good thing for me. Since we've had the Ten of Swords here and the Five of Swords that we saw earlier. That's some heavy, you know, that's some significantly heavy energy that's there. To get past, to have a friendship, especially if this is someone that's jealous or anything like that, that's going to be difficult. Anyway, get off that. What's the future of this for pile 2? What's the future of this? Travels here, so you may do some traveling. And detached. Ooh. Give me one more. Player is here. And you have, guess what? Jealousy is under the bottom of the deck. Okay. So, guys, I feel like that if I don't know who's who here, to be honest. If this is you, you may be traveling here. You may be moving away. You may be going in a new direction. This could be the World in Tarot, so it's like you know, closure. And this with detached right next to that, I feel like that's part of it. I feel like you're going to gain some kind of, there's going to be distance here. You're going to gain some kind of closure here. And I mean, I feel like if this is somebody that you feel like was a player at some point or something like that, then I feel like you're going to be detaching from that person. And I mean, I think that there's some jealousy here that's involved. This person, I feel like, feels like you're letting them go. The other thing here with the travel deal, it could be that for some of you, this travel may be involved in some kind of way, and you may be, or maybe this is something that you're wanting. You're wanting something to move in a certain way or certain direction. And this is like that plan that we talked about before. And you're having to detach from something that was so that you can move into a more fun, playful energy. And you may have other people around you, perhaps friends, that could be jealous of your situation and what you're gaining. So be aware of that. And like I said before, if you're getting advice from someone like that, be careful the advice you're getting, because they may be someone that's struggling here in their own life in a way, and they could have some jealousy towards what you're gaining without even maybe realizing they're giving you bad advice, right? But it's from their lens of what they're seeing, what they're projecting. Okay. What advice do you have for pile 2 moving forward with this? Stability. Yeah. You also have rejection and obsession. Okay. So there it is right there. I mean, this is about stability here. This is going to be a decision. I feel like forgiveness is here. So there is someone in the way of your reading, and it's really annoying. I'm not going to lie. For some of you, that might be all you're reading, but I feel like I'm trying to give you good advice about something here that's something positive that's occurring that you're needing to kind of work through anxious-wise. And there's a situation with someone that keeps popping out of your reading. Anyways, forgiveness is here and protect it. This person, there's someone here that is in love with you. True love. This is someone, it could be from your past. You may have put boundaries up with this person, accepted the situation for what it is, and moved on from this. Perhaps for some of you, this is somebody that's still wanting to protect this relationship, and they're coming in asking for forgiveness here. And you're going to be faced with your motivation here is safety, security, and stability. And you have that in some way, shape, or form, or you're going to, in front of you. And so, you know, this person may have rejected you too at one point, but you've detached from this person. But anyway, I think that you're going to be faced with the decision around this, whether you should reject this or keep this as something. And it's like you're realizing that whatever was the rejection if you're rejecting that, then you're rejecting that because of this obsession, because you can't let go of the obsessive thinking about what has occurred up until this point. Okay, that out of the way. For others of you, this is about forgiving yourself about maybe giving up on a situation, or almost giving up here, or not having the confidence that in yourself that you can accomplish something here. And it could have to do with the stability for yourself here. And being afraid of something being stable now moving forward into a new beginning, and possibly that you could feel rejected or judged here by others, and obsessively thinking about this is definitely doing some wear and tear on your motivation, right, moving forward. So let's get some advice on what I just said here about that. And get away from that person here for a minute. But of course I will get advice for that person as well. It's just because it's there. What about this obsessive thinking about a new beginning here? What do they need to know about that? Vibrational blessings, number 40, which 4 is the number of stability and foundation, and having peace. A subtle, powerful energy is being sent to you with rewards of pure happiness, peace, prosperity, and well-being. Yeah, and this is what you're obsessively thinking about. It's like, this is a gift. You're being gifted here, this. And they're just wanting you to see it like it's a gift. It's kind of like giving somebody let's just say you gave somebody a, washing machine here for a present. But there's bits and pieces of that they still have to put together. It's like giving somebody a gift and them getting it and going, oh man, I don't want to have to put all this together. I don't know if I even have the right tools for this. And that's what's happening here. Instead of realizing that that's a washing machine, like you need that, like that's going to help you tremendously, cut your time down, you know, and stuff like that. And this is what Spirit's saying, like, we're giving you this gift and you're not seeing it as that gift. So, okay, so let's find out about this person that keeps butting in your reading here. What do they want? What is advice about this person here that's in this reading? Well, this didn't come out, but I want to look at it. Yeah, look at that. It's the number 10. Imagine that. Renewal of the heart. This person, that's what this person's wanting. I want to know what advice do you have. Actually, let's get a different. Nope, nope. What advice do you have for pile 2 about this person in this reading? Now 2 cards. Sit this out. There's great advice. And release the desperation. Number 76. Something is not quite right. Wait a little longer before taking action. Timing is off, or it could be the wrong decision. So be careful about letting this person back in if that's the case. You have 23, and they may put on... See how she's crying in her hands there? This is someone that feels very left out in the cold, and they're struggling, and they may be putting on a lot of... They did something. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. This person did something here that wasn't okay. And now they're sad about it, and they're going to try to get you to have empathy for them. Compassion for them. But it says release depression. Free yourself from the past mistakes by forgiving yourself for what you have done or went through. So, there you go. Joyful times is under the bottom of the deck. So, again, that's just kind of saying to laugh, goof off, and have fun, right? One of these and initials, then we'll close, okay? One more advice, overall advice. Oh, I can't wait to see what that says, the way it came out there. Look at that. That's awesome. I love it. Oh, it's so awesome, guys. It's number 37, and that's a 10, by the way. And it says, welcome abundance into your life. Prosperity is on its way to you. Have faith that the source will heal your financial challenges. So, I'm going to leave that right there for y'all. That's awesome. You're going to be growing. You're coming into alignment of the things that you really desire and want and you deserve. Okay. Couple things. You have Piglet in the bowl, which always reminds me of curiosity. And I do feel like there's someone here that is very curious about what you're up to, what you're doing. Someone that you may have stopped talking to or you've left out in the cold in some way. You have the Knight of Wands here, so exploring new things, exploring or continuing to explore your creativity, or you're opening up more, you're blossoming here about this. Yeah, okay. Stepping into more of a fun place. You have the Crab, which is the 4th house, which is Cancer energy, the 4th house, number 4 again. So that stability and security is something that's very heavy here. Cancer could be relevant. The Crab is... You could have a Cancer close to you or around you in some kind of way. But the Crab is someone that may be like shy or hesitant or cautious. So, you know, you're allowed to be that way too. You're allowed to be cautious and all that kind of stuff. It's just, it's saying don't let that hinder all the good feelings here, right? Okay. So you have the Cross, so having a cross to bear, weight being on your shoulders, making a sacrifice or choosing yourself even, choosing what you feel like is right or best for you. You have an H, a P, an E, an R, an A, a G, and a U. Peru, maybe somebody needs to hear. P is here. It came out in the bowl the other day. P-E-A. Pear is right there. Ear is here, so needing to listen. Someone needing wanting you to listen to them. That's obvious. That just keeps coming out. I have pug here. Maybe somebody has a pug. A hug. Somebody maybe is just wanting a hug. Okay. I know there's more stuff here, but I'm going to let you go. I'm going to leave you here. Reap. Somebody's reaping what they sowed. Okay, guys. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and all your kindness. Of course, I hope this helps. Good luck. And I hope to see you soon. Bye. Hey, pile 3. So if you chose the number 10, let the leaves go. I can let go of what I no longer need. So that's kind of self-explanatory as far as, you know, what's coming towards you and what you need to prepare for here, or how to prepare for this. The number 10 is a completion. So obviously with this letting go energy, there's something here that you're releasing or letting go of. There's like a light at the end of the tunnel that's here. This may have been something that you're starting to find peace with, or you're starting to realize this is something that you no longer need. This could have been for some of you, this is a feeling that you've had, some sort of bitterness or regret or, you know, unwillingness to let go of maybe what was or what could have been. Something like that is here that you're going to be releasing, and this is what you need to prepare for, is that this feeling may come over you somewhat, for some of you, somewhat quickly. Like you may out of nowhere realize that maybe you don't feel the same way, or you just feel like this feeling of, you know what, I think I've moved on from that. I haven't thought about it in a while, and I don't feel the same way about that situation as I once did. For some of you, this is something that you've been working on releasing. Something could have happened for you here. A significant change could have, or a situation could happen around fall. Okay. Knowing that this is something that you've needed to let go of, or something that you've wanted to let go of for a long time, is how to prepare for this. Because it may be something that's hard to release, but it's also this like big breath of fresh air at the same time. So I do feel like this is going to involve some emotional strength on your part. It's funny because we go through these experiences where we try to release something that we once wanted, that once was so meaningful to us, that you know, either we felt just real hurt in a situation, and our feelings, you know, you wanted some validation for your feelings about something even, or you wanted to know for sure if you're making a right decision, or if there's something here that you can release and let go of, or it's something that you should hold on to, you know. And when we go through those feelings and those experiences, and we go through that grieving process, we finally let go, then we come into this new energy. And with that new energy, you realize that when you're walking into something new, that, you know, you take a look back, and that look back is what this feeling is that I'm feeling here. It's like you're looking back at something, and you're making peace with it, and you're moving forward. And you don't see this coming. So let's see why that is. Oh, wow. Oh my gosh, guys. Hummingbirds may be significant. I just did a reading where 2 hummingbirds came out, so that could have been a message that you listened to in that pile. I think it was the last reading I did. This is the number 24. It says, let it go. For some of you, this has to do with the relationship or feelings that you've been holding on to. There could be someone else involved or here. 24-6, which is the Lovers in Tarot. So this could be a choice, making a choice to, for some of you, this is moving on past something and making a choice here. Maybe to tie the knot here with someone. I do feel like there's some kind of decision on a foundation, or again, making peace with some decisions that were made. This is like loving and letting go energy here as well. There's some kind of relief I'm feeling here. It's like someone taking a deep breath, like I said before. It's just like some kind of relief. The weight of this is what you're leaving behind. Okay. This could have been just mistakes in the past. Just all the things that y'all have been carrying around here. It has been like this weight on your back is what you're releasing. And it's opening you up to this fresh new energy. See, it's like springtime here. You have fall here. And then you have impatience. So this is the card that's for advice. And it says, my life is unfolding in divine timing. All delays are beneficial. It's always at the right place at the right time. I'm always at the right place at the right time. Yeah. It's like you've made peace with the timing of things, or letting something go that you no longer have an attachment to, or you feel like is no longer meant for you. You no longer need. I can let go of what I no longer need. You may have been, like I was fixing to say, impatient with yourself. This is Temperance in reverse, which can be that. And you have a Ten of Cups here. So there may have been some hesitation here towards wish fulfillment or emotional fulfillment. You may have been frustrated with the transition in something, like transitioning into feeling comfortable about a situation. This is the new beginning here. Oh, hold that thought. I forgot these right here. This is the, illusions. It's like you're stepping away from worried about things being an illusion of some sort. There's some kind of comfort that you're feeling here. Of knowing that something's happening in the right timing. Or it will. So this is the Visions of Life Tarot, and I'm going to use them as oracles here to get started. What do you not see coming? Pile 3. What do you not see coming? Oh, I just said tie the knot, and there it is. And okay, so we have marriage and sensuality here. What do you not see coming? Wow. I mean, okay. I don't know what to say about it. Look at that. And growth is here too. Wow. Okay. You have stability and growth. This has to do with the choice, making a choice about a situation. Trying to make a choice about someone or a situation. The Tower moment here, you're coming from some kind of disappointment here and into something that's stable. You've been impatient with trying to be comfortable, trying to be stable here in the situation, trying to avoid some sort of disaster or upset here. This could be something that you're releasing or letting go of here. There could have been some kind of mistreatment or betrayal in your past here where you want stability, but you've been kind of uneasy about that. There are some things here in your past that maybe you've been struggling to let go of, where it's been kind of messing up things here in your future. This has to do with growth in a situation, learning someone, using what you've learned to now have hopefully a new beginning here. This could be a relationship here that's getting off the ground, and you may be worried about this. You may be worried about commitment here, or you have been. What you don't see coming. There's something else that's here. Hold on. I'm going to go ahead and get the tarot out because okay, guys, I had to step away for a second. Okay, let's get the tarot here. What is coming towards? I think someone here is offering you commitment, or you're committing to someone else. I think you're a little bit nervous about this. I think there's also a temptation that's here, and you're going to be faced with some sort of choice. I think this is going to be kind of a little bit of a disruption here to your stability, but the energy itself is becoming impatient. I think that you may have been patient here with someone, You may have been trying to avoid some conflicts or avoid chaos here as well. You may have not wanted someone to be disappointed in you, okay? You don't want to be the one to disrupt the stability in a foundation either. You're trying to let things unfold naturally, but what is pile 3 not see coming? What does pile 3 not see coming? You got the Lovers again, so there's the choice. And the Four of Cups. You're going to have to let someone down here. This is about you making a choice here. Either you made a choice here in your past where it let someone down, or you're having to let someone down, okay? Judgments here. So there you go. There could be a resurrection or renewal here, or this is just like it's time to face Judgment Day. You've got to decide here who you're going to let go of. Whoa. Did you see the way that came out? You have a King of Cups here. This is about you being in an emotional, stable place. Scorpio energies here in Gemini. Justice in reverse. This is like, I don't feel like this is fair that I have to make a choice. This is a choice of the heart. This is facing the truth about who it is that you want, or who it is that you love, or you have to face the truth here of this. Why is the Lovers here? There's the Five of Swords. So there could be some kind of a disagreement or a betrayal or something like that around a relationship, a choice in a relationship, being confused or conflicted. Why is that Four of Cups here? Queen of Pentacles in reverse. So this could be you not giving to a situation. This could also be someone that is being, you know, that's only focused on themselves, or someone that you may have been in a long-term relationship with. This could be somebody that you could have been married to or something like that. This could be someone that you're not happy or you're not satisfied here with this person. This person may not feel that way with you. There's a lack of commitment here, and this person's like not giving to the situation because they don't feel like they can trust the situation. This could be who you're rejecting. Tell me about Judgment here. You have a Page of Wands for Judgment. So there's a message that's coming in, a judgment call being made. Why is that King of Cups here? You have the Star, Aquarius energy in the reverse. There's someone here you're trying to remain emotional stable about a situation that it's like it just can't heal. Like there's no way we're going to be able to heal the situation that's here. Or someone that's losing hope. Why is Justice? Maybe losing hope that you'll open up. Why is Justice here in reverse? The Emperor. I think that you're making a decision on fairness. There may be someone here that's being impatient with you. There's a disappointment around the foundation or the stability. I think you're going to be facing some sort of choice here. It's going to rattle your stability, okay? This has to do with the commitment, what it is you want to commit to, or who it is you want to commit to. There may be some kind of temptation that comes in. And I feel like for some of you, you're going to have to turn someone down. This could be someone that you may have known for a long period of time. This Queen of Pentacles is someone that is very giving or of herself. When she's in reverse, she's not so great though. She's very closed off. She's not giving. She could be jealous. She could be insecure. She could not trust the situation or this is the way you feel about this person. But there's some sort of rejection that's taking place. Maybe that already has, because you see she's already holding that new cup. This could be someone that you've had a lot of conflict with. Yeah, Two of Pentacles in reverse. For some of you, you're making a choice between lovers. This is someone that you may have you've had conflict with. You know, that Two of Pentacles in reverse can be like, I don't want to be juggled anymore. That could be something that's there. It can also represent just you don't want to overcommit to a situation, or you feel like this relationship's just not imbalanced because of some sort of betrayal or something that you can't take back. There's someone here that is going through a separation or hurt, and then there's someone else here as a masculine energy that's making a decision, making a choice, leaving something behind. Stepping into that masculine energy here. Having to make a difficult choice and leaving something behind. Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, the Six of Swords. This is moving on. Transitioning and moving on. Page of... this is the Knight. Knight of Wands. The Five of Cups. This is like exploring new options. This is like exploring a new beginning. This is getting past disappointments, facing judgment. This is leaving something behind. Wanting to get over this and move forward. Why is the Star here in reverse? The Universe, which is naked too, apparently. So you have the Star Aquarius energy here with the World. This is an ending. This is somebody that is being emotionally mature about a situation that they feel as if it's just, you can't heal the situation. And it's coming to a close or coming to an end. Why is the Emperor here? Yeah, the Fool in reverse. This is recognizing or taking control over something that's not right or not just or not okay, or lack of fairness that's here. It's like taking a risk on this wouldn't be right. Taking a risk on risking some kind of new beginning here. This is like, I don't want to be a fool and pass this up or pass this by. So I don't know if this is someone that's coming towards you or if this is your energy I'm reading. What is the Five of Cups? The Eight of Cups in reverse. Something that has been very difficult to let go of. Something that you still are emotionally attached to. You just may know that that's not something that's good for you anymore. You know? Eight of Cups in reverse can be about, you know, being afraid of change because you're afraid of what the future holds. If you let it go, you're afraid that you won't, you know, gain anything in the future, or you'll never get over something, or you'll be disappointed in a new beginning. If you let go of this, you could be disappointed in a new beginning, and then this is gone. You know, why is the Two of Pentacles there? What is that? The Page of Pentacles. Yeah, that's that new beginning. This is making a choice. You're making a choice to have a new beginning here. I do feel like it's something that you're still nervous about, but you're moving towards that. You're getting into a calmer place with rejecting someone or something. Strength is here, Leo energy. Yeah, it's not easy. It's something it's really, you're having to go internal here. Really pulling on your internal strength to make this transition, to get past some fears around this future. The Fool. You have the last and first major arcana here. The Fool. You have the Seven of Swords. You're being strategic in how you approach this new beginning. It's like, I don't want to be a fool here and make the wrong decision. Maybe you felt like you've been like that in the past. In the past, maybe you made the wrong decision and you're trying to clear the air or fix things or make it right. Three of Pentacles is the bottom of the deck, so there's a commitment here or a promise. And the Nine of Swords is there with the King of Pentacles. King and Queen of Pentacles here, not seeing eye to eye. You could be afraid of rejection because someone is maybe doesn't trust you. Or you feel like they're no longer giving to you. You've been afraid of commitment here. This is fear of commitment like no other. But, I mean, you're doing it anyway. You're just being cautious to going about doing it. But why about Justice in reverse? Let me see about that. Give me some more information about that. So you're getting an opportunity, which means that you're going to have to release something or let go of something else. There may be some kind of conflict around this when you let go of this. Somebody may fight back, not wanting you to choose this. Or maybe somebody here from your past or somebody that you've had some kind of a love relationship with that may, you know, put up a fight here about the choice that you're making and the new beginning that you're making. Tell me about the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse. Came right out. Voodoo doll. Manipulation, scheming, and bad influences. This is someone here that you feel like is not good for you. Kind of hold you down, or you're moving on from this person. But again, it's taking a lot of strength, maybe possibly a lot of patience here. There's someone here it's taking a lot of patience with that person. Like you're having to have your patience here with somebody. What about the Eight of Cups? What are you walking away from or trying to walk away from here? Left out in the cold. Scarcity mindset, ready to give up, emotional and material loss. So there's something here that you're having to release or let go of. It's like you have a new beginning sitting here in front of you and you want that new beginning pretty bad, but there's something here, and I think mostly, so let's just sum it up into your fears, but someone in particular as well, that you're transitioning or moving on from. This could be somebody that's tempting you at this time, or somebody that you feel like is manipulative even. Why is this comes out all the time. It's the planetary vibes, planetary influences. So sorry. Connection with the cosmos. So it's like everything's aligning up for you here. In order to close the cycle out. Like this is like everything, the timing here, like this card says, everything's lining up for you to make a decision and close the cycle out. You just have to face judgment and do it. And it's telling you you're going to have to be emotionally stable here. Yeah. This is going to test your patience. There could be someone here that tests your patience as well. Why is the Fool in reverse? What is this? What is the Justice in reverse? Two cards came out. One on the floor. Neither one of them was upright. Use your head. Okay, that's that Emperor energy and that Seven of Swords. Use your head, give it some thought, think through it logically and rationally, and don't let your emotions control you. That's what you're doing. You're not taking any like heavy risk. You're being smart about this. You feel like you're trying to make a good judgment call around this. You're trying to do what you feel like is right, even if that may be that you're sacrificing something here, even for some of you. Battlefield. Fighting, agreement, disagreements, and not on the same page. You may feel like somebody's, I feel like somebody's wanting to fight with you about perhaps some decisions that you're making, okay? And that they may not be the right decisions. You're having to contain your emotions about this. You're having to be strong and independent around this, not jumping to conclusions, not letting this person get to you, trying to be stable, trying to be secure in the decision that you want. And this is somebody that's coming in that's going to try to disrupt that. Somebody that you may be releasing or letting go of. Oh, I feel like everybody's getting tested right now. Bottom of the deck says miracle. Miracles are unfolding. Blessings are surrounding you. And luck is on your side. Now, I did the kind of a spread for you before my camera messed up. And that's one of the things that I said in that side is luck is on your side. Key to closed door. I feel like it's what this card says here. I feel like everything's unfolding for a reason. The way that it's unfolding is for a reason. Like how things are going here. They're all going this way because of for a reason. Future energies. Apology and ego. There's someone here that you're leaving out in the cold that's still emotionally, there's still an attachment here. You may still have an attachment to this person, but that's a temptation that's on you. This person's coming in tempting you with an apology. That is temptation. That is the devil, and it's the snake and the apple. There's that temptation. I mean, anything else? Oh my gosh, look at that. Rejection and under pressure. You're going to feel under pressure in rejecting this person. I think it's because there's a commitment that's already in place here. I hope you're ready for this, because it's going to be hard. You have escapism here. I'm constantly distracting myself to relieve the pain of my reality. This is somebody that's kind of going through it with self-care, self-love. This is somebody that's, you know, maybe you've been having to do this. You finally, like, you know when you finally, like, make peace with something or let something go and then it changes? It's because you surrender it. You say, okay, I've done as much as I can with this. This is no longer something I feel like I need. Because if I keep holding on to it, it's just going to cause me more hurt and pain. So I'm finally letting go. I'm surrendering it, tying the knot in this, whatever that is, and moving into a new direction. And then it's like, here comes that thing, just to make sure that that's exactly what you want, or just to test you and make sure that you've learned something here even, right? There's someone here that may argue with you about decisions that you're making, and you're going to have to use your head and your own discernment and control your emotions here with this. This is something that you feel like is no longer aligns with you, something that you could be rejecting. And this is going to make you feel like you're under pressure and making the right decision, making a decision of the heart there. What would this person say to you? Let's just see. This person here that's coming in, this temptation, this apology, what would this person say? I replay our conversations over and over. I'm so attracted to you. The attachment is there. What would this person say? Okay, well, this person, look at, I find you attractive. This person has a lot to say. You might not be letting this person talk to you, or something like there's a blockage or something like that here, or they feel like they can't. I can be myself with you. I won't let you down. I mean, this person's going to tell you everything that you're wanting to hear, right? I need security. I feel you leaving me behind. This went in a weird direction. I'll wait for a sign from you. This whole reading went in a completely different place. I feel like you're going to be going about your business, and then you're going to get some kind of phone call or something where someone's reaching out to you weren't expecting. And is someone that you may not have the best past with, someone that you're letting go. They're finding somehow, some way of contacting you here, trying to apologize, trying to control the situation. They feel left out in the cold. There's a lot of readings that are kind of like this, but it's because we just went through those changes with that solar eclipse, and now we're kind of coming out of retrograde. So anything that came up in retrograde is now, you know, you're needing to make a final judgment call, decision about it, and move in the direction that you need to move in into your next phase. And there's someone here that, you know, is still trying to hold on to a situation you're feeling pressure with, because you still have some sort of an attachment to this person. They definitely do you. They're wanting a sense of stability and security here with you. They're going to tell you what you want to hear, because they feel you leaving them behind here. I'll wait for a sign from you, and I hide behind material things. So this person may be hiding the fact that something's wrong. They could be kind of acting like they're fine. If you know this person or interact with them in some way, or see them in some way. What advice do you have for... Okay. That came out really strange. Sit it out. Number 46. Something is not quite right. Wait a little longer before taking action. Timing is off, or it could be the wrong decision. 56. Spirit contact. Answer the call of your ancestors to connect to their wisdom and receive their support. So if your intuition's picking up on this, or if this happened, then you don't know what to... this is something you don't know what to do about. They're saying to reach out to them, pray or meditate, whatever you do, for that higher guidance, you know, to receive the support that you need and the knowledge that you need, even if that's just sitting in meditation, clearing your thoughts so that you can see things more clearly moving forward. There's something not right about this, something not quite fair, just about this, and you're needing to take control over the situation. Be smart. Okay? Interesting. What advice do you have for pile 3 about this? Balance. One person is giving too much in the relationship, strictly sexual here. For some of you, that might be the case. Giving too much of yourself. Abundance. Yeah. Don't ever let a situation or give to a situation where you feel like it's draining you in some kind of way, or it's not fair in some kind of way, or you don't feel right about it in some kind of way, okay? Always make sure that you're focused on what's good for you and what's not good for you, and the balance in that. That way you're not blocking yourself from any kind of abundance here, okay? You also have passion at the bottom of the deck. Try something that you've never done before. So this is like retreat is here. Time spent alone or nature will help you recharge. Needing to clear your thoughts is something that's pretty heavy here for you guys. Needing to clear your thoughts about this. Also doing something that you've never done before. It's basically like saying don't repeat a pattern. You don't have to repeat a pattern here. What advice do you have for pile 3? Oh my gosh. Holy cow. Let the leaves go. I can let go of what I no longer need. Let it go card here. And then you have another let it go card. Number 18, which is the moon. This situation no longer serves you. Allow me to sever the energetic connections to the past so that you can embrace this new future. I mean, my God, guys, I'm just going to leave you right there. I'm just going to leave you right there. That sums up this whole entire reading. Don't let somebody get to you emotionally that knows that you still have an emotional attachment, right? That's called a manipulation. Just be careful with that. You have a O, needing to be strong and complete a cycle with something that's there. Number 3 is Empress energy. Can be about, you know, look at how far you've came. You know, you've grown, expansion. You have O, T, D. You have A, toad. You have G, an I, an H, a J, and an N. Okay. You're stronger than you think. Something that I just heard in my head. Thin, maybe walking a thin line here. And is here. I just heard somebody in my head, like somebody telling a story or something like that, and then you're going like, and and what do you want from me, you know? Dig, so there's like digging up something from the past. You have NJ here, so New Jersey could be relevant. You also have dog here, so a dog could be relevant, or loyalty. Someone being loyal to you. Someone wanting you to be loyal to them. We have jog here as well, so that could be how you clear your head for some of you. Going on a jog. Okay, I'm going to hold this up so y'all can see it. I'm going to leave you right here. So, good luck to you guys with this. I am definitely sending you some love and light here in this situation. And hope this helps. Good luck. Thanks for being here. Thanks for all your love and support. And I hope to see you soon. Hey, pile 4. So if you chose this card here, which is the Wishing Boat, I look forward to new challenges. Number 21. So number 21 is the World in tarot. So there is this this idea of there being a brand new beginning, you know, looking forward to some kind of brand new beginning. Obviously, Six of Swords energy with the boat. So moving into a calmer place or transitioning into something new. Looking forward to some new challenges here. There could be some wishes on the horizon that you've had that you're ready for, you're ready to experience. For some of you, it could be in the spotlight. You could be changing or moving into a new direction because you're becoming recognized or you're in the spotlight in some kind of way. You're ready for this new beginning. You may be facing new challenges because of that, getting recognition here. Okay, so let's see what else we have. This is going to be your advice, and this is going to be the situation that's coming towards you, what you don't see coming. Close encounters, number 10. So 10 is also an ending. 10 is also a new beginning. It's a, with close encounters, it's closing out some cycles here and having some new beginnings. 10 is to me, obviously, the Wheel of Fortune comes to mind. So it's like something that's faded. You feel like you're going to the next level. You may be breaking yourself free, being able to, something you've been waiting for a long time, something that you've been feeling like you're ready for. With close encounter, there may be someone here. I am getting this feeling of there being someone here that you, oh, my voice cracked. Like you admire or you look up to, someone you may be nervous around. Someone that may have, if you're in some kind of, whatever your field of work is, it could be that they're a level ahead of you or above you in some kind of way. Somebody that you look up to. There's somebody here that could have made some mistakes in the past on their journey, and this is like mentor energy that I'm feeling. Somebody that's a close encounter here, somebody that could be some sort of a mentor for you or to you. And it's like they see you as like an apprentice or something here, right? Look, it's like they want to share with you or help you in some sort of way. Okay. Interesting. This is a different type of reading. Okay. So this is your advice. We're going to go ahead and look at it. Patience. One of the other piles had impatience, so this is kind of funny. If you've tried forever to shift a problem, there's probably something to learn from embracing it. May I let this be for now. Help me relax and trust that every need will be met. Often change soon follows. So this could be coming off of you coming into releasing the need to make something happen, you know? Like, I really want things to go my way, or trying to control a situation, and you've released that, and you're ready to have a new cycle here. It says, help me relax and trust that every need will be met. Often change soon follows. So this may be something that you're needing to, like, it's kind of, I am feeling like you're nervous. Like, there's this nervous energy that's here. And it's like they're saying kind of here, have patience in this, have patience with yourself, and kind of relax. Don't put too much pressure on yourself here. These are some significant changes. This is brand new stuff, brand new energies. You are like leveling up here. This is going to be fun. Okay, hopefully. One of the other piles took a switch here, like a 180, but let's see. This is the wildlife. Wildlife. What? Why did I say wildlife? Anyway. Maybe it's like you don't know what's going to happen. You're kind of being you're being put out into a place where anything goes, or anything could happen, or you're just wildlife. Okay. So this is the Visions of Life Tarot that I use as oracle cards. We're going to take a peek here into this. What's coming towards... What does pile 4 not see coming? Different title. What does pile 4 not see coming? Indifference is here. And disharmony. Okay. Indifference and disharmony. Yeah, estrangement. It's like not knowing what to say in a situation. You feel like, you know, it's funny. I said, or when I was talking, I said I lost my voice there for a second. You may be afraid of saying the wrong thing here. For some of you, I'm getting this like scenario where you're presenting some of your work or something like that, and it's being critiqued, where someone doesn't like it or agree with it, which causes you to feel kind of aren't harmonized, you know. But with patience here, there's someone else that sees you as having like real talent, but there's certain things that they know would help you, and they're going to kind of step into the equation here. Decision. Family matters. So your decisions that you're making, especially if it's something creative, it could be that you feel pressure from family, like on what decision you make, or if you're juggling a bunch of things, you may be trying to make your family proud, you know, or family could be important. You may have a family that you have to take into consideration, and for some of you, you may have said something or something like that where you feel like you sabotaged your opportunity or chance. I don't think you have. I think that this is just a challenge here for you that you're having to overcome. But I do feel like that there's some sort of pressure on you here when it comes to family situation. Yeah, look at Triumph. You may have a support system or a family that is like a lot of pressure on you. They put a lot of pressure on you. You're afraid that they're not going to like what you're doing, even though you feel like that you would be really good at it, that you're going to succeed at this. There may be other people around you feel like are just not going to like it. Or they're not going to understand it. They may not. That's something else that's here. They may feel like that you're just not going to understand it. I don't know why, but I wasn't going to use this deck. it's weird too because I got it out. I shuffled it. I started to put on the decks that I was going to use, and then I was like, I was going to use something else, and now I feel called back to it. So you may have been indecisive about something, and it's like you have like a guide that's coming into the picture that's helping you feel more comfortable about making a decision. And it's gonna, I think, lead you somewhere good. One more shuffle. This is the Pulp Tarot, by the way. Like Pulp Fiction, I guess. Okay, so let's see. I don't know why I needed to say that, but tell me more about this. What is coming towards pile 4? King of Swords. So that would be the mentor. Aquarius energy. How crazy. It's like passing the sword here, and if you look on his button on his shirt, it's a butterfly. And these are butterflies here. So someone that's wanting to help you like learn from their mistakes. Someone that's your guide, teacher. Okay. So what you don't see coming. Oh wow, Queen of Swords. Libra energy. 5 of Wands. Okay. This decision that you're making here, I do feel like you're being influenced with in some way by somebody. There's conflict around it. There's conflict around the decisions that you're making. Nine of Cups. But it is a wish fulfillment for you. It's something that you want. Again, I think you're just afraid of what everybody else is going to think about it. One more. The Nine of Pentacles. See, these two nines are about being independent. And I think that's part of the transition here. Is you stepping into your own independence, making a choice here for yourself, despite maybe other people not agreeing with this. Tell me about the King of Swords. Six of Swords. There's the Six of Swords. Making a transition. You have a the Tower in reverse and the Ten of Cups here. So this is like could be family too, trying to avoid family. But I was going to say this is like trying to avoid, like wanting to have your wish, but also trying to avoid conflict around this. Trying to avoid a disaster here. Like you want to have your cake and eat it too, but it has to do with something about you and you're trying to avoid the backlash of this. Why is the Queen of Swords here? Came out weird. The Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, you've been hesitating this. For some of you, this is like putting yourself out there in some kind of bold way. Something that you want to creatively do or pursue. But you're afraid of some sort of judgment, maybe on family or just others. You're needing to be honest with yourself about why you're putting this off. Maybe this is you wanting to take a break, even. Why is the Five of Wands here? It's Seven of Cups in the reverse. That's about choices. Conflict around choices. Other people having a lot of opinions here about the choices that you're making. Why is the Nine of Cups here? Two of Wands in the reverse. This is like fear of change, you know, or being... It's like not really making a plan, but just going after what it is that you feel like you want. Like, you want this. I want this. So you don't really have a set plan here, and that might be why there's conflict around these choices that you're making. There may be even someone around you that's saying, just be smart, take a step back, and just think about this before you move forward, you know. Why is the Nine of Pentacles here? The Moon in reverse. Pisces, Cancer energy. This is, I feel like for some of you, you're putting yourself out there in some big grand way. Like you don't feel like there's any kind of secrets or deception or anything. Like you're not unclear about the decision that you're making. You feel like you're making the decision that you need to make for yourself or what you want. You feel like you're going to be happy here. You feel like you're going to be satisfied with this. Why is the Six of Swords here? The Knight of Cups in reverse. This is like having to walk away from what other people emotionally feel about the choices that you make. I mean, for some of you, may be moving on from someone. Why is the some of you, this is like, my heart's not into this. I don't, this is not what I enjoy or what I want to do anymore. I want to do this, you know. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse? The Fool. Yeah. Taking a risk. You could be working at something and then you could be like, have an opportunity that pops up and you want to go for it. I just want to go for it. I just want to go do it. You know? Some people may feel like you haven't put enough time or energy into something before taking a leap. Like maybe you should be smart about this. Maybe you should think about this a little bit more before you take a risk here. Why is the Seven of Cups in the reverse? Yeah, Seven of Wands in the reverse. So, you know, feeling like it's like having conflict with other people and feeling like you shouldn't have to defend your choices. And there is somebody here that's giving you some influence on this, but this is like, I don't want to have to defend the choices that I make because everybody's got an opinion about what I do, you know. Something like that is there. Why is the Two of Wands in the reverse? This could be also someone that you're dealing with. Someone that you may feel estranged to, and estrangement in some kind of way. Estranged to in some kind of way. This could be even a relationship that you're in with the King and Queen of Swords, where the two of you are arguing here about how to move forward with something. And one person feels like the other person's not listening to them about how they feel about the situation properly. Nine of Swords. 2 7s, 2 9s here. You have 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 18, 9 here. 9, 9, 9. Could be relevant. It's where you need to, like, you could be coming into some kind of abundance here. Feeling very abundant. Feeling very secure. Feeling very good. You know. Wrapping up some loose ends. Moving into a new phase. This is like the last end of this. There is some worry, some fear around, you know, bad planning perhaps, or jumping into something too soon, or, you know, maybe you should play it safe. Other people telling you this in some way as well. But you don't want to lose this chance. It's like seeing the Nine of Cups. It's like, yeah, you know, you got your, it's like your genie popping up in front of you. And you looking at it and going, okay, I know what I want to do. And then somebody walks in there and goes, well, is that really what you want to do? Maybe you should wait and see a little bit later. Maybe you should put the genie on hold for a little bit. And it's like, you know, it only causes more anxiety. It's like, no, 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 no. This is what I want. What's the Moon here in reverse? King of Cups. There may have been some kind of wish here that you had that didn't go the way that you planned. This is like how you feel about someone. You feel emotionally stable here. You're not in any kind of illusion. You know, when this is what I'm feeling here in this reading. Yep. Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck. This could be about someone, a relationship, or about something you just want to pursue. And there's a lot of opinions. There's judgment right there in the world. Yep. There it is. There's patience that's needed because this is a huge transition for you, the world. There goes my voice again. There's a completion that's taking place. And you're wanting to move forward. You're wanting to move on. You could actually be wanting to move for transition or change or up level or something like this. This is upright, so it's a good thing. Something's coming to an end and you're going to have a brand new beginning. But there's judgment here. So you're having to face judgment. And I think the Six of Cups is here. It could be around a relationship or someone. This could also be someone that is family or friends or something like this that is placing judgment on you and the situation that you're in. It's causing you to be a little bit impatient here, and it's causing you to be a little bit in your head. And what it's saying here is that you're needing to choose your own happiness here, regardless of what, other people are saying. You're needing to just understand that they love and care about you in the way that they do, and you're needing to choose what it is that you want and need to do. That you feel emotionally stable about this. You're not in your head at all. This is like making a decision with yourself, having a plan, making a decision here, what you want to do, how you want to move forward. I don't want to be here anymore. I want to move on. I want to take a risk. And bringing it to someone else and them telling you all the reasons why you shouldn't. Telling you all the worst case scenarios, okay? And trying to get you in your head in a way. And it's like, no. Those are your worries. Those aren't my worries. These are my worries here. My worries are, I feel like that this is something that can make me happy. I feel like this is something, a wish that I have. I want to go after this. I feel confident in this. I feel stable. I don't feel like I'm being there's no, sketchy stuff going on here. I feel good about this. And, it may be not the best planning, and I don't know what's going to happen, but I can't let my fear get the best of me here and miss an opportunity. Right? It's going after your wish boat, looking forward to the new challenges ahead. And it's like this is just another challenge that's ahead. So you're almost like facing off here with someone or others. Okay. Manifestation is here. Yeah, this is what you've been dreaming of. The clock is slow. So there's this slow progress. Or you may keep feeling like maybe it's not the right time, right? Maybe the timing's not off. Or maybe people keep kind of telling you maybe you should wait a little bit. We mentioned that here. What else am I missing here? Heavy burden. Yeah. Like when you take on responsibilities for how your actions make other people feel, even though that, it really has nothing to do with them. It's just about their opinion about what you're doing. And that creating a burden here. It's like you feel like there's something here that's been weighing you down, and this is like a relief or a release from that, or you're ready to let that burden down so that you can move on to this new beginning. And the burden may be people around you and how this will affect people around you, that decision. But you also know that until you do that, you can't get to your wish, which is daydreaming here, wishful thinking. You have use your head at the bottom of the deck. Be patient, use your head. Give this some thought. Think logically and rationally. Don't let emotions control you. So not to allow other people to get in, you know, to manipulate you in any kind of way emotionally here, I think is really important. Let's get some future energies. What's going to happen here? For some of you, this is a relationship. I mean, you could be moving into a relationship here. Future energies, sort of communication. So communication is going to take place here about what it is that you want. Future energies. Future energies here. It came out of my hand weird. Moving in secret. So this is something that you may be secretly doing, or you've already been in the process of. And healing. That's the heavy burden. It's like some of you've already started this, you know, you've already went after this, and it's like now other people are going to find out, and it's like, well, new perspective. I think you're going to give others a new perspective on something here. I think that if they say, well, then, you know, you're moving too quickly here. Maybe it's something that's not going to work out. Maybe you should keep certain things to yourself here, and you know, take responsibilities for the things that they haven't healed from. So, for instance, we can get good advice, but we can get advice from people that maybe are unhealed, and you're getting that advice filtered through their bad experiences or filtered through those unhealed pieces, and you have to be able to understand the difference, because you could be getting a bad advice, you know, from someone that is not healed from a situation. So they're projecting their anxieties or fears or worries onto you. You know what I mean? And you can't take responsibility for someone else's healing. So if someone's telling you that's never going to happen, or that's just a daydream, or what wishful thinking, you know, or something like that, it's like sometimes we have to just go do those things and then give the person a new perspective of it. There's no bottom of the deck. So let's go on. Let's see what advice we can get from this. Interesting reading. Healing again. Okay. Support. Anything else? Passion. Yeah. Sometimes we don't get that support that we're really looking for. And you know, it sucks. Fate. It really sucks. Sometimes we do not get that communication that we're looking for. You could be reaching out to, you know, it's one of the worst things ever, is when you reach out to someone that you love and care about, and you're hoping that they are happy for you like you are, and that they support you, and that they, you know, realize that it's your life and your decisions, and they may give you some sort of guidance, but they're still very supportive and very hopeful for you. The worst things is calling someone and trying to communicate some good news, and they make you feel bad, or they make you feel like you shouldn't be happy about it, or you should be worried, or you're making the wrong decisions. You know, everybody's got to make their own decisions in their life. That's how we learn lessons. And you may not feel very supported here in this, but there's still this thing that you're passionate about, that you want to do, that you want to move towards, that you feel like is fated. And you may be having to go against the wind here. Different pages. Yep, you and someone else with that difference that's there. Not seeing eye to eye here with somebody. This is what you don't see coming. Okay, let's get some overall advice. What advice do you have for pile 1? I'm sorry, not pile 1. It's been a long day. You are protected and you're ready for more, are two cards that came out, and it's 40 and 39. So yeah, I mean, you are protected. You are safe within my bubble of light. You can proceed with confidence. See, yeah, this is telling you to move forward here. And you have your career's growing and blossoming. Now is the time to make the changes that you've been contemplating. So there you go. There it is. That's what we talked about. Let's get some initials to close. Okay. Okay, that's way too many. Good God, did everybody pick this pile? I'm going to run through it super fast here, guys. We'll do the charms first. So you have this is like a, I think it could be a amethyst, but I think it's a rowanite or something like that. But it's purple, which reminds me of the crown chakra. So following your own self, your own inner guidance is really important here with this, because there's some things that are going to try to rattle you or stop you. You have the Q here, so quit the nonsense is something I heard in my head. Something maybe you're needing to quit as well. You have the hummingbird here. So using your wisdom, or maybe your ancestors are trying to help guide you through this. That could be that mentor that we were talking about. You have a new moon, so a new experience on the horizon. You have the thread here, so weaving something new could be there, or being attached to something. You have the curiosity here, so being attached to maybe a curiosity that you've never been able to quite let go of. Someone's in your ear about this, or you feel like you're being guided towards this new beginning, but you have to quit something else first in order to do that. So you have the two fish, so that emotional conversation that you're wanting to have that emotional support there, and feeling like you're having to protect, you know, what makes you happy, or what it is that you really want, or how you feel. Stand up for what you want, what you believe in. You have the H that's here with the holes in it. So someone that has your heart, or someone that you're hoping can be happy for you, you know. You have an M or a W, a P, a Y, lots of ones here, a K, a U. Okay, we have some numbers. 3, Empress energy, 8, strength, 38 could be relevant. We have a O, so a new beginning, or that 0, so brand new start. We have a 4, so stability, foundation. You also have that 40 here, so you're ready for more. You have a 7, so feeling in alignment with the situation. 704 could also be relevant. I don't know why, but it's there. You have an Empress, Emperor energy in the bowl as well, and you also have the strength and the Chariot, which is also the Emperor and Empress. No, the Emperor and the Empress, yeah, in those cards. So could be coming into alignment here with yourself, or with someone. 74 could be relevant here as well. So you have another K, you have a T, you have another T, you have 2 N's, you have another H, an R, a Z, hashtag, so there's more under the surface of things. You have an R. So if somebody's telling you, no, you shouldn't do that. No, 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 no. It could be that there is a lot more going on with that person emotionally than just about you and your situation, right? You have an L and a Y. Okay. Alright, I'm not going to try to spell anything because there's just so much in the bowl. I did not need to pick that many, but there they are. Thanks, guys, for being here. Look, you got TNT right there. So thanks, guys, for being here. Thanks for all your love and support and all your kindness, of course. I hope this helps. Good luck in this situation. And I hope to see you soon.